What's up? What's up, guys? It rained in Los Angeles today, and when I was outside 7-Eleven, there were these two guys talking about it. They were like, "It was crazy, this this rain out of nowhere." And then one of them said, "We're due for an earthquake," and the other one was like, "Oh, don't even say that." Um, and then they were talking about how crazy this rain was, and I was sitting there eating my protein bar, and I was just thinking, man, apparently it is humid for LA. It is more humid than it has been in like a while. It's not usually this humid, I'm told. When I got here, the first thought I had was, so this is what dry air is like. This, I mean, right after it rained, it was a little swampy for a bit. But no, there are so many things that the people of this city take for granted. And those are all the things that I'm going to take ample advantage of. I am just doing whatever, wherever, whenever. And this guy in my hostel overheard that, and then he was like, "Man, I wish I could do that. Man, I wish." Like, literally, like, got down on the ground and was like, "I wish I could have that life." I was literally just like, I mean, I worked really hard to get here. I'm an artist, and I decided to live this life. But, like, cu- the big culture shock for me is how many rights I have here as compared to where I grew up. It's like, wow. Living in a place that actually acknowledges my existence. Don't get me wrong, it's still befuddled, but that even those who know me best are confused by most of what I say, unless they get every single word. But they still don't really know what I'm talking about, but they know me. So they know how to get something from what I said that they can relate to, or they found amusing, or whatever. I've just about gotten over my cold. I, I got here, and then just after a couple days, caught the Coleman cold. But I've still been doing, like, I've been walking miles every day. I just like walking places. A good 15-minute, half an hour walk. There's places, and I'm just a blogger. I do whatever, wherever, whenever, so I just walk wherever, and then I'll just loiter on the side of the street. And today, a guy asked me for a light, and then was like, "Do you like mid-century folk?" And I would go into my storytelling mode and talk about that conversation, but I'm tired. I'll blog about it later. Blog about it on tumblr.com. Because sometimes I just feel like typing. Sometimes I close my eyes and blog. Or I just open my notes app. It's a way of winding down my thoughts when things get very loud. I have a compulsion to utter everything that comes across my mind. It's just for pretty much most of my life, nobody gave a fuck, but I still want to say it. So I'm gonna do that in my journal. It's just so happens to be that, honestly, I think that rain fucked up my hair, because when my hair gets like sweaty, it gets more, it's like natural beach waves. This, it's like after it rained, I was like, what is this in my hair? So I just need to take a shower. Bruh. I've been out all day. It was this thing with quarters. I needed to get quarters for the washing machine, and so then I tried going to a coin laundry, and so then I was able to get $2 for quarters. That was like half an hour away from where I live. But I had walked 15 minutes and gone to a place before that. That's the thing, is I just take little stops. And I'm doing stuff, so I'm gonna be able to get them social services. Living in a, this place is like a socialist hellscape compared to where I lived before in the South. I, on paper, I check all the boxes of troubled youth staying in a hostel. I escaped the South. And, well, I was just saying this. The only thing that makes you different from a homeless person or a crazy person is one bad day. It could literally all go like, and that isn't like, I could go homeless, I could go homeless. It's, you need to start treating them like they are human beings. You don't need to be scared of homeless people. You don't need to be scared of crazy people, bruh. Like, there are some who you may be concerned for their safety or the safety of others, but that's when the paramedics come in handy. If, like, someone's just being kind of weird on the street, you don't gotta, like, enact a bunch of laws about it. Fucking hate cops. Ugh. But, you know what I love? Kermit. The Listerix Kermit the Frog. Yeah, I blog about it on Tumblr every day. That's what my blog's profile picture is. Everything I say on Tumblr, technically, through a certain rhetoric's context, you could say it's all Kermit saying it. And also I'm a Yowie Wizard, Magic Yowie Wizard mind powers. So all the time I'm saying how I'm gonna blow up data centers with my Magic Yowie Wizard mind powers. I'm gonna blow up the data centers with my mind. I'm gonna blowing up the data centers right now. It'd be so crazy if one actually blew up, like right when I said that. Like, I'll pop it. I'll pop the bubble. Don't you worry, lest ye fret. I set out, and then I did it, and then I came up with another dream, and another, and another, and another, and no matter what, in some way, shape, or form, I turn it to reality. even if it's just a weird Tumblr post. They're like, blah, blah, blah narrative, blah, blah, blah. Everything is whatever I say it is. But I could be wrong. It could all be a lie. Who knows? Who knows what's going on through my head? Who knows why I do the things I do? I do. But isn't it fun to be confused by me? I go, what the heck? What's going on here? And then I'm just like, tra la la la, SDLOTP. Supernatural season 16. Guys, it'll happen. It's the finale was so bad because it was actually an elaborate joke and Supernatural makes me ill. I was already insane. It's an insane show for insane people. Supernatural. Tumblr.com is the Supernatural website. I am so sick and tired of people trying to act like Tumblr is only Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way and ignoring the super hulock of it all. They'll be like, cringe culture is dead. But then they're like, why does everything have to be about supernatural? Why are you making everything about supernatural? And it's like the profile picture is Dean Winchester and in front of a trans flag, and then the URL is something like Dean Winchester's MPreg. Like, this is Tumblr.com. It is the supernatural website. It's where the supernatural fandom is. Like, I don't, people just don't understand. This show went on for 15 years. It is a cult following. And part of that, it's because the actors are like just as not normal as the fans are about this show. Jensen Ackles and Dean Winchester have a relationship, and it is. There's plenty of Tumblr posts about it. Not to mention, Tumblr has its own history. That's like what makes, Tumblr different, is there is this inherent community solely just by being on the website because it's so much different than all these other aspects of the internet and all these other places. And they keep trying to make it. They keep trying to make it like those other things. The fuck ass Tumblr feds, Tumblr staff who I hate and I want to sue for their crimes against trans people and their general racism and also other things that involved them doing nothing when a group of Nazis were harassing me. LOL. I wouldn't really say that's a laughing matter, so I could think of some form of acronym that is actually saying that is suck. Bro, what? Bro, what? Bro, what? I, this is me when I've been talking to people. I've finally been talking to people. Oh, yeah. For the past less than 10 days, but, I've been just going places. Look, when I say like going places, I've just been like trying to find non-touristy cafes so I have a good place to blog. The other day I blogged about the differences in Waffle House and Denny's. So if you ever want to think, you gotta understand. Waffle House, if you are from Georgia, you if you are from the Atlanta area, you understand the cultural significance of Waffle House. Can I please get a waffle? See, that is what Waffle House is. That is what Waffle House is like. It's that and then just a lot of late nights. And the thing that makes it different from other diners is that the food, it's really cheap. But that's because it is the most like American like product of whatever. But damn, Waffle House, man. And there, that's just not a thing over here. There's plenty of people who just know Waffle House because of that vine. When you're in Atlanta, literally, I'm not exaggerating. Every single fucking street has a Waffle House. And there's this scale. It's like the Waffle House, some, I know I've been like glowing and radioactive. Um, it's an artistic choice. I forgot where I was going. Something about Waffle House. But I will say, yeah, I went to Denny's. The food at Denny's is definitely better. But I would compare Denny's more so to IHOP, uh, in the selection of food. And I would say I probably like Denny's more. I mean, maybe part of it is because it's new. And maybe if I grew up with Denny's and then I went to a place that mainly has IHOPs or mainly had Waffle House, I'd be like, this is the best thing ever. Although I don't think Waffle House, it is not the best thing ever. It is Waffle House. It is we're getting Waffle House. It is an experience because it's Waffle House, man. When Curtis Connor came to Atlanta for the Goodfellow tour and he mentioned Waffle House, we all started fucking cheering. It is no form of exaggeration to say that Waffle House is a major Georgia history icon. Not the creation of it, not the guy who made Waffle House. He was some, I think, Georgia Tech graduate. So they are so proud of that. Uh, but it's also super religious. That's the thing about a bunch of Southern companies is they're all so religious. Oh my God, I'm so glad to be out of the Bible Belt gray. I actually have rights now. I go outside and old people smile at me. And now I'm gonna get a start. I'm gonna become a welfare schlub, as my father would call people, aka I am whatever going to be using social services because that's what they're there for.